Since the dawn of time, everyone has understood that the purpose of mobile games was just to steal your money. However, I have had a realization that free-to-play games aren't all trash. Many of you may have suspected this in the last few years, but for all you boomers out there, I'd like to drop some theology on you right now. You see, in the 2000s, all that you found on your phone was what you would expect. That is to say, you could call whoever you wanted, email if you were a chode, or text if your parents allowed you to. However, at the advent of about 2010 or so, actually useful apps were created. These apps, such as YouTube or I don't know, because it's not relevant to this video, were free to buy and free to use and had minimal to no ads whatsoever. They weren't actually trying to trick you at all. They were trying to give you something that you wanted. Entertainment. And as the years went by, these mobile games, the true games, not Flappy Bird, not Angry Bird, not Candy Crush. We're talking about the true connoisseur games of our time. These games were vital to stave away the impurities of our era. Now you might be wondering, what degenerate would play a video game, if you would even call these things such a thing, on such a tiny monitor? What went wrong in your life to have fallen so far? Well, the truth is, there's only so much money that you can have in your life, and only so much time in front of a giant monitor that you can spend. And some of us have to spend time on the road. And also 4G got pretty good. And also phones got kinda bigger too. The point is, there were a lot of reasons to lower our standards. However, this is the part where I drop the bomb. This is the part where I reveal that some of these mobile games had stories. A story to tell. Something not quite mindless. It was absurd. Playing something for plot on such a puny device from such lowly developers? It made no sense. Why would we bother? Well, as it turns out, there was a certain genre that was stealthily, sneakily creeping into your mind this entire time. The visual novel genre couldn't even be called a genre when it first began. It was a cost-cutting measure. Just be honest with yourself. Nobody really wanted these games. It was just the only way they could get these characters into these types of situations and have it be quote-unquote entertaining. They didn't have enough budget to create a world, so instead they made a piece of paper with cut out pictures of people moving across them. That's how it started. But this is now. Now, you can have a little bit more gameplay, I suppose. I mean, it's not revolutionary exactly. It's just a little bit better than 2D, I suppose. But it's still pretty engaging gameplay. Sometimes. For the most part. Specifically in Japan, usually. Unless you want to play 10-plus-year-old games on your phone without a controller, probably also down-resed. I'm looking at you, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And in this pile of trash that was being accumulated on these mobile devices, a gem was reborn. This series had been known for quite a while. Let's be serious here. I'm not trying to get one over on you. This was a Fate Grand Order commercial all along. You should have known what you were walking into. But it's fine. I'm just here to let you know that Fate Grand Order is more than a waifu game. It is definitely that, but it is more than that as well. You see, the Fate franchise has been known for its stellar storytelling, and while they never have shown combat before in such exquisite quality, they have always been known for their stories, their outlandish anime stories, you want to call them. But in reality, they're just very, very complex fantasy, sci-fi, anything that you can imagine mixed all into one, filled with historical figures that may or may not be accurate to our world, or may not be accurate to anybody's version of what they want reality to even look like. The point is that these people have personalities. They want to save humanity, protect humanity, be humanity, remember humanity. And also there's demons sometimes, but only sometimes. They just want to live again. They just want to be loved, or to kill, or to fuck with you, or maybe just be a serial murderer again, or they just want to continue doing in life what they had been doing all along, or they just want to do things that they had never thought possible that they could do in life before, even if it will be filled with regrets. And as off the wall and crazy as these stories get in this game. The point is to have fun. The point is to enjoy your time with these historical figures who probably in real history didn't enjoy themselves all that much because they were too self-righteous or pressured or didn't have enough convenience in their life to truly do what they wanted to do, no matter how silly or frivolous it would have been. I'm not telling you that you should play Fate Grand Order, but I am saying you should give it a chance. You don't need money to play this game, but you do need time. This is unequivocally an endless game, especially if you're free to play. It could go on and on and on, or perhaps just 3 or so more years, but either way it can go quite a long time, quite longer than you would expect. It's a type of game that you don't want to end. It fills that space in your soul that you just didn't know what to do with all along. Perhaps you'd been feeling it was a hobby at some point, but you knew that sometimes that hobby's not enough. That hobby takes a part of you every time you do it. You have to devote your time to a hobby. However, when it comes to hanging out with friends, especially fictional friends, you can be as energetic or lazy as you want to be, and they'll be with you all the way to whatever fate you want to stay with them for. I think I've rambled on enough about this subject. Now just enjoy these pictures of very historically inaccurate depictions of people that you may have admired when you were little, but now they have been reduced to waifu bait or something equivalent to a best friend simulator. Enjoy.
And another thing worth remembering is that falling for waifu bait aesthetics isn't something I, a connoisseur of mobile game stores, would fall for. Do you really think that a couple pretty faces could really convince me to buy your petty, ill-conceived game? Ah, shit. Ah, damn it. Oh no. Damn it. I'm switching sides. Hail the motherland.